Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the first episode of our podcast, TikTok, from Three Guys Production. Let's introduce who the three guys are. Mr. Handsome, who are you?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
Oh, damn. Did I just say that wrongly?
Hey, you're right. You're talking about me, right?
So it's a competition? Wait.
Okay, so
okay.
ladies first. Come on.
Okay, so basically my name is Hadley. I'm a friend of these two. And what else do you want to know?
We're friends?
What else? Huh?
We're friends?
We're friends or more? Really? Are we friends?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was asking. So you're not answering the question itself.
Serious,
So Hadi, how old are you? What is your favorite hobby? What's your favorite food? Are you married? Are you single? What are you, bro?
Oh, okay, so basically I just opened my whole bio data right
Yeah,
now.
okay.
Wait lah. Why so much info? Let them get to know us slowly lah.
Yeah.
Alright,
man,
so
man.
who's the second guy?
Yeah.
Oh well, my name is Erwin Dawson.
Erwin Dawson.
Basically, what you want to say?
I've seen you somewhere. Where?
Yeah.
Where?
A lot of times lah, bro. I heard people say I look like Ronaldo, Beckham, etc. But I'm just trying to be humble. I don't think it's true. But anyways, moving forward. So introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Ahmad. I am the main guy in the Three Guys Production. That's right.
Says who again?
Says me. It's my world. Y'all just living in it. And welcome to the podcast of TikTok.
TikTok.
Right, and our podcast is here to talk about the things that are happening all around us, anything and everything under the sun, to spice you up in your day, to entertain you with the topics that we have and the opinions that every single one of us has.
Yeah.
What is the main topic for today?
Okay, today we're going to talk about the big world event that's coming up soon. The whole world is going to be watching it. It's one of the biggest viewership in the world. It's called the FIFA World Cup, which is going to be held at Qatar. So right now, the thing is that we do not just want to bore you guys with just about sports right now. We want to touch on the more touchy subject, which is more towards what's happening in Qatar with regards to FIFA. And as we all know, Qatar is facing a bit of a backlash because of the whole no homosexuals allowed, no rainbow flags allowed.
No rainbow flags. No rainbow flags.
Yeah, what will happen to them if they get, if they display that?
They will be prison for 11 years.
Oh,
11
11 years.
11 years.
That's
a prison
crazy, bro.
sentence. I heard that even something as small as holding a rainbow flag
Yep.
is enough to get you in prison in Qatar.
Yeah.
Yep.
So some of the internet community is really upset about this.
Yep.
They're really making a huge noise about it. Let's dive in deeper to actually understand what's going on. And just to make a note right now, okay? I do not want to say which side we lean on. We just want to cut through the middle and just let you guys think for yourself, let you guys weigh from the both sides of the coin and let you guys decide for yourself who's right and who's wrong.
Yep. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to these kind of topics, some school of thoughts would believe that they are in the right. Some school of thoughts would believe that they are in the wrong.
Yeah.
So it's very hard for us to pick which side is which. So, Hartley, first, let me see what you think about this whole issue, about this LGBTQ representation in a world event such as the World Cup in a country that is closed off, I would say, very religious in their governance.
Yeah.
What do you think of it?
Well, to me, if you ask me, firstly, we normally say it is what it is, lah, right?
It is what it is.
But we all come from a
Yeah, bro.
That's the
It is
international
what it is.
it is what it is sign, I guess.
But I guess among friends, among different parties, right? We definitely have our own opinions. So basically, we're not here to judge, but based on my personal thoughts, right? We gotta respect the host of the country,
Okay.
right?
Good start.
Right? Because I mean, if let's say someone walks into your house and they start creating their own rules, would you appreciate that?
Of course not, man.
Yeah.
Definitely no.
Right.
Definitely
Yeah,
no.
like Ahmad said, you're in my world now.
Yeah.
Correct. You're in my world. Nobody disrespect my rules, bro.
So from me,
Get out right now.
yeah.
It's like imagine I go into your house and suddenly I just take off my pants.
Yeah.
Not cool, man. I mean, that's an extreme
Why is
example.
that your
I mean, that's an
example,
extreme example. But hey, you said that. What? I'm just using what you said, bro. You know?
I mean, we can use like simple term like walking in the house with your shoes on. You don't have to say take out your pants.
Oh, people take off their shoes in the house. American, macam
Okay, but anyways, as you were saying, like, I mean, my stand is that you have to respect the rules of the
host country.
You know, but of course, you know, I've seen some of the arguments. You know, they say like, you can't include religion and sports. You can't include politics and sports. Blah blah blah. You know, soccer and sports connects everybody. So why are you excluding this community just because of their way of life? So what do you have to say about that?
I mean, look at Japan itself, right? So Japan emphasized on cleanliness, right? So when they had the Olympics back then, you know, they littered around. You know, but Japanese have this strict rule whereby, you know, when they don't keep trash. You know, they don't have trash bins. Whereby you know the locals there actually have to bring and put inside their handbags and hit home, and then they can only, you know, throw it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that because basically you're telling me that Japanese citizens are mobile.
Yeah.
trash
So
cans.
I've been to Japan.
I mean, am I wrong though? I mean, I'm not trying to diss anyone, but the way you're saying it right now is like they have their own plastic bag for their own trash. So, you know, Japanese people are basically a mobile trash cans.
Dude, basically for once we can say not only all men are trash, but even women have trash.
Yeah.
They are trash.
So Japanese is where equality is at, bro. You know, I mean, hey.
So you gotta respect, like for example, like, you know, when the Olympics was held in Japan, they basically, you know, brought their trash back home. You know, they don't litter just anywhere.
Okay, but you so sorry to interject, but the thing is, right? Yes, what you say is right, but then they would say, but do you think it's worth 11 years of imprisonment for that? You're using a very small extreme, a very towards the less extreme lah. Because right now they're saying that Qatar is being too extreme, whereby you're trying to intrude on people's way of life.
Correct.
Yeah. I mean, I do agree the sentence is a bit heavy. You know, it is heavy. But I mean, maybe, you know, I think now the appeal is going on. You know, whereby they are trying to get some leniency towards the, you know, targeted audience that's coming.
Okay, to be honest, I don't quite get it. Why do you even want to fight it? Look, okay, all Qatar is saying, all right, keep your agendas to yourself.
Yeah.
Watch the sport for itself. Enjoy the sport.
Yeah.
Do not try to promote any different agenda. Make it about World Cup. And okay, one thing I must highlight though, you know, some of the LGBTQs, right? They would say like, oh, why is it we are not allowed to live? It's our choice, our body, blah, blah, blah. You know, but I think today what I want to touch on, right, it's to actually make use of this podcast to educate the non-Muslims or even the less pious Muslims on exactly what is the point of view of Qatar. Are they just trying to be douchebags? Or, you know, is there a deeper meaning to this?
Yeah.
Yep. It's more towards how Qatar represents. I mean, Qatar is a Muslim country at the end of the day, you know, and to come in to show the way I see it, my own personal opinion is more towards like you giving these heavy punishments towards this representation. Though I do agree, as per what Hartley said and what you said, certain agendas shouldn't be involved in sports, in world events like this and everything. But at the end of the day, for if let's say this person wants to live the way he or she wants to, you know, at the end of the day, our religion itself dictates that you have your way, you know, I have my way, we respect each other's way of life and everything. But for Qatar to impose such a heavy punishment towards such representation would actually make us the villains, wouldn't you?
Okay, one thing I've learned, okay, especially being in an entertainment line, right? You can say something that sounds good, but people can just interpret it badly. You know, you can never make everybody happy.
Definitely.
You know, so right now, what I want to touch on is actually to educate people out there, okay? Because you see, I used to be a bit of an atheistic, agnostic figure. And then along the way, I read about every religion and I fell back to my own religion, which is Islam. And I began to understand the other point of view, like because I wasn't always like a staunch Muslim, so I actually understand the other side of the coin. So one thing I want to highlight, in fact, it doesn't even have to be about the World Cup, it's just the whole rainbow agenda here. Okay, so you see, as Muslims, right, one thing that we believe in is that we are, our life in this world is actually just to submit ourselves to our Creator.
Servitude to the Creator.
Correct. So submission meaning we do not get to choose our way of life per se. I mean, of course, there's free will and choices, but every choices has consequences. And you know, we really rest our faith and fate in our Creator. So to us, He has the wisdom. What is the best way of life? You know, so I understand why the homosexuals or the LGBTs, they actually they're like, hey, you know what? Keep your religion to yourself. Don't impose it on others. Yes, I totally get it. But you see, in the Muslims' point of view, especially if you're in the rulership, right? You have to decide one thing. Am I supposed to please my maker, who can decide whether I suffer eternal damnation, or am I supposed to please people who can't do crap for me once I die? You know? So in their point of view, right, it's not that they want to purposely be an ass, you know, but it's more of okay, if I want to follow your agenda, I'm going to suffer in hell. Forever or for a long time, how God knows how long. So I think I'd rather please him because he said do not promote such things. You know, and okay, just to check your understanding, have you ever had a discussion with any LGBTs?
Yeah,
I have a few friends.
We have a few friends.
Okay, so how does your conversation go like? Maybe let's begin with Ahmad.
Yeah.
I mean, usually the conversation for us, we rarely touch on the religion factor. It's more towards how you view the LGBTQ, whether you accept the whole thing. I mean, I do. Okay, for me personally, I would say that I've met certain LGBTQ representatives who kind of want to shove their agenda down your throat, kan?
They're like making you accept.
Yeah, they're
right?
making you accept that. Hey, look, this is who I am. Look at me. You know, I'm like, to me, I would say I'm more tolerant about it.
Okay.
It's because I believe that, okay, it's your life, your way. I don't disturb your life, you don't disturb my life. We can still be friends.
Okay.
You know? But most of our discussion, our topics is more towards how politics and this agenda can come hand in hand together and how to make these people be more recognized. Because as we know, the common agenda that is being pushed around is that these people are in danger.
How?
In a way whereby, you know, they feel so outcasted by society.
Okay.
Because the society views there's only there's only a two gender kind of like role in terms of sexual relationship, in terms of relationship and all this stuff. And yet you have this certain group of people that do not see the normal way of how people see things.
Even you saying that it's not a normal way is offensive to them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
And some of them have actually pointed it out to me. But okay, I am not good in terms of my descriptive words. But how do I not, you know, like say it in other ways?
Okay.
You know, there's only this way and that way. Maybe,
You should use the word alternative way.
which is another way. Ultimately, if you really think about it, it's just another way, which is not the normal way.
Okay.
You know, the baseline of the whole argument itself. But I do sympathize with their idea that, you know, because of their way of living, they feel outcasted.
Yeah.
And I strongly believe that everyone should have the ability to live, think how she wants to live and see things. As long as it doesn't complicate everything else.
Yeah, but what you're saying can be subjective to each, right?
Correct. I do not disagree with that.
Okay.
But ultimately, it's just that to me, at the end of the day, for us to finally find an understanding about this, I'm just a simple dude on the street. Like, if you want to kiss another dude, bro, do you, bro? Like,
Really?
if another chick wants to kiss another chick, I'm like, hey, do you, man? I'm just gonna sit one corner, drink my tea, eat my prata. Just don't disturb my life. You know, I'm that simple. You know, like if you see me on the street, like, hey, you got something interesting to talk to me about? Like, you wanna come up to me and like, hey, bro. Yesterday you got watch this soccer match on World Cup or not? I'll be like, okay, bro. Now we have a topic.
Okay, that is how you see it.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
how I see it. You know?
And what about you? Because mine is a bit more controversial. But let's get to you first.
Okay, for me, I come from a very political view.
Okay.
Okay, political view. So I do have a few clients and friends who are in this, you know, community.
Yeah.
Right. So for me, number one, I think if we go in depth a little bit of our religion.
Okay.
Right. So we are a religion of tolerant. We tolerate and we are okay because why? We do not discriminate others. So basically, if you believe in such faith or you have your own perception of life, like for example, you might not be Muslim but you might be atheist, right? I can't force it down your throat whereby you
Correct.
should believe in
There's
Islam.
no compulsion in religion.
Yeah. So the issue about this community is that we understand that you want to believe in such faith, but you cannot force us to like it. But you can jolly well know that we will respect your decisions, you know, whatever you want in life. So for me, it's like, you know, for me, like very similar, like what you do. If you want to kiss guy in front of me, I'm totally
I think
cool
maybe
with
we
it.
should kiss, bro.
What, dude?
What?
Dude.
No. No.
No, why? Why did you even think he
But he
should?
was stunned. He was thinking about it. You can see it.
No, I did not see it. It seems like you were forcing it down on him.
Right, man. Hey, just let me eat my prata. Just let me eat my prata in peace,
But
man.
it seems like you want to eat bratwurst or hot dog right now. Come on.
Hey, let me do me, bro. Let me do me,
Yeah,
bro.
do it yourself. Don't do other people.
So I mean, for me, I really have no issues with that community. You know, it's just that as long as you understand that we are okay with it, but we don't advocate such things, then it shouldn't be an issue. Because is it fair if I tell you, hey, you know what, you must believe in Islam? Is that fair for you? No, right?
Why
Because
are you saying that to me, man?
Example. It's an example.
I'm just eating prata on my own, bro. Like I said, I'm just eating prata on my own, man. Like the way you're saying it to me, like, hey, dude, stop being gay.
Bro.
I'm not.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Okay. Have you said your part?
yeah, I think so.
Okay,
Yeah.
mine is a bit more controversial. Okay, just a bit, just to understand me a bit. Okay, in my past, I'm very blunt. You know, so the kind of friends I have is either they really like me or they just don't like me at all. You know, and just to make it clear, I do not have any whatever the word is, bad intention towards others.
yeah.
I'm not malicious.
He was about to say malnutrition.
No, I was about to say malintention,
Or
but I don't know if that's such a
malfunction.
word.
Malfunction.
Okay. So the thing is, I do not intend to offend others, but because of my bluntness, maybe it's a condition or I don't know, maybe it's Asperger, I don't know. But I tend to ask things directly. Okay, so when I was understanding religion one by one, I realized that the Abrahamic faith in general, whether you're a Jew, Christianity, or a Muslim, right? You are not allowed to, there's a story of Lot and Sodom, so
Yep.
this is a clear-cut issue. I mean, I don't know how community has changed like in the Christian world. They're more accepting. They even have gay pastors and whatever not. Like you said, to each his own.
Yep.
Yeah.
But on the logical basis, okay, let's not get emotional about this. I really, truly just want to understand. So I asked a few, because being in the entertainment line, especially whether you're in Malaysia or in Singapore, the stylist or the makeup artist, some of them are transgender.
Yeah.
Some of them are gays. I have seen wonderful characteristics from each of, whether you're straight or not.
Yes.
And I've seen the really bitchy ones.
Yep.
So I'm not going to categorize like, oh, if Pondan means confirm like that. I'm not going to say that. because I've seen both sides.
Correct.
Okay. But I tried to have some healthy discussions with some of them. So I asked them, I said like, okay, do you feel like being gay is wrong? And they say, it's love, bro. I just like how you love a woman, I love another man. And I was like, okay, but isn't it not normal? And they would say, hey, it's normal, and because most of them that I've met, if they are not Malays, they tend to be a bit more free thinker. So they don't hold any religion per se.
Yep.
Most of them that I've met, I don't know about the rest. But what they say is that, hey, it's normal. We believe in science and evolution, and even it's normal in the animal kingdom. And that's their argument. Because they say we as humans are animals too, and in the animal kingdom there's homosexual behaviors, But then I questioned them. I said, okay, but the difference between humans and other animals is our intellect, right? We can tell from what's right and from what's right and wrong. So they will say, who's to say it's wrong? So this whole discussion, it could be subjective. And then, but I'm the kind, I want to be as objective as I can.
Yeah.
So I said like, okay, if that is your argument, saying that animals also do it, it's love is love. But even in the animal kingdom, there is such a thing as incest.
Yep. Like pigs.
A lot.
There's pedophilia, man. Like, dude, I've seen a cat, like a kitten.
Okay.
Like they grew up and they have their own mom.
Warning,
man. Like not cool,
dude,
man.
warning. I do not want to use pedophilia as an example because they would say, don't be dumb. These are kids.
Yeah.
We are consenting adults.
Correct. It's not cool, man.
Okay, so I've eliminated the argument. I do not use pedophilia as an example anymore.
Yeah, true. Understand.
So I said that, okay, how about incest? What if a father and a daughter, they love each other and they want to do it?
Love is love.
Yeah. So I asked them, if your basis is just love, right? So is it okay for a father and a daughter? I've seen two different answers. One answer says that, hey, I just want to enjoy my prata here.
That's me.
You do you, as long as you don't affect my life.
Yes, sir.
But of course, there's the other argument saying that, okay, because, it's not good because scientifically you're going to produce deformed kids.
Yeah.
So that's the argument. And then I say, okay, then what about father and son, where you can't reproduce? And then they kind of shift their goalposts. They're like, at the end of the day, they will still just, I don't know what's the intention, but to me, it seems like they just want to fit their agenda. So they will say, hey, you know what? They do them, man. I'm not going to disturb. Love is love. You know?
Yeah.
So my question is, where is our objective morality?
Where do we draw the line between?
Where do we draw the line?
Yeah.
This is alright. This is not alright.
Dude, it was only like less than 50 years ago. This
Yeah.
whole topic was a taboo.
Correct.
Yeah.
You know,
Correct.
you
Yep.
cannot be one of them, or society is going to hate you.
Yeah.
Correct.
And now the moralities have switched. It's now a taboo to speak against them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so
Because you'll get cancelled. The
Correct.
cancel
Yeah.
culture revolves around this.
correct. You know,
know?
and their community is very united. You know, even though it's just a few percent, like maybe 2 or 3% of the world is like that. But dude, you mess with one, you mess with all.
Yep.
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 But the way I
Yep.
see it, the way I see it is that, okay, because for myself, my own personal opinion is the one thing that I do respect about this community is their togetherness. They support each other because they are the marginalized.
Yeah, they kind of
community.
understand each other.
You know, they are. It's like, you know, like the weird kids in your class.
Yeah.
They decided to come in together.
Yeah.
And fight for the agenda. And the one thing that I do in a way support, or what something I would say I would respect, is they are trying to fight the bullying that they have been going through for the past few generations.
the bullying.
The,
Okay.
the bullying. My English not so good. The bullying that they
Yeah.
have been through. I mean, we do have to acknowledge and recognize the fact that these people have been marginalized for
For centuries,
Yes,
bro.
centuries.
bro.
Yeah.
generations
Yeah.
of their you know, of their people and everything,
Yeah.
you know, and they have been marginalized because like we have been saying just now, you know, like what you said to me just now, to say that this is normal and this is not normal is already offensive to them,
Yeah.
you know, and these are the kind of fears that they have that they want to fight against.
Yep.
And the way I say it is like I said, I'm the dude that wants to sit at the corner eating his prata, just don't disturb my world.
Yeah.
You know, but I will not stand to eat my prata and see another person being beat up or
Yep.
being whacked
Yeah.
randomly out of
Yeah.
nowhere just
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you know they're gay.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. Because I always believe in basic humanity.
Yeah.
But it becomes a problem. It's like when we give you this space, we will recognize that you are, you know,
Yeah.
you have your own choices in your lifestyle and whatever it is. And then suddenly you just come up, is that the best that you can do to support me?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like-
Yep. Yep.
I'm like, okay, I've stopped the fight. I'm eating my prata right here. You're
Yeah.
getting wet right there. I'm going to come up to you and save you out of respect of humanity.
Yeah.
You know, you're still a human being. I recognize you as a human being.
Yep.
Yeah.
But the moment I sit down back at my table, I don't want you to come up and like, hey, can you just follow me? We're going to, you know, shame this guy that just beat me.
Oh, we're gonna
Yeah.
go support me, Pink
Yeah,
Dog.
you gotta support me, you know?
Yeah.
So to me, it's just like, I've saved you. Come up to my table and just say, hey, dude, thank you for stopping this bullying. Please continue to enjoy your prata. And
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, you're a cool dude, you know? But don't come up to me and suddenly like, oh, if you do not acknowledge me or if you do not support me, and I've been through a position whereby, also that means you don't support this, is it? I'm like, no, I don't support. I don't support certain agendas that you guys are pushing very violently. But I do support the basic human common
Yeah.
sense
Yeah.
that we as humans should live
Yeah.
peacefully together.
Yeah.
No
Which
matter
goes
what
back to
choices. Yeah.
the Qatar agenda.
Yeah.
You know, like, what's your agenda for going to the FIFA World Cup?
Correct.
Yes.
Are you watching soccer or you're planning to wave the flag?
Yeah. Are you trying
You
to
know?
sell
Yeah.
the ideal?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
if you're going there to watch soccer, then watch soccer. There is no need to advocate.
Correct.
No.
I mean, let's
Yeah.
face fact. How gay can it be? 11 men chasing one ball. It doesn't.
One
get-
balls?
Just one ball.
22 men.
22 men.
Yeah.
Chasing one ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
It
with some
doesn't
of them
get-
watching from the side.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
With many-
Everybody's there to watch ball.
With
mean,
many
analogy-
spectators.
Yes. That's like the biggest showcase of ball playing ever. Hey, yo.
Yeah, why do you still need to wave your rainbow flag?
Yeah. I mean, if I were to question them back, you know, what can they answer?
Well, okay, to them it's like, we have been marginalized. We want the whole world to understand what we're going through, blah, 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 because
Yeah.
the whole world has been shunning us. I tell you what, this argument, it will always shift and go.
Yeah, it will never end.
You know,
Yeah.
so right now, okay, so moving forward for the discussion, I even asked some of them, some of them eventually, when they cannot answer my logical question, they would actually find me rude, you know. But honestly, with all honesty, I do not intend to offend you. I just want to understand,
Correct.
you know. But one thing that I want them to understand as well, okay, in Islam itself, okay, we are not allowed to judge others.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
We are not allowed to dictate how you want to live your life.
Yes.
But you have to understand one thing. This whole homosexual act in Qatar does not only apply to the LGBT.
Yep.
Even if you're not married as a straight couple,
Yep.
you are not allowed to display
Yes.
affection.
Yes.
So it is
Yes.
not biased for just one
Correct.
community.
Yep.
You know, and we do not have any straight flag, and we're not promoting all this crap.
Yeah.
You know, of course you would say, yeah, but because you straight one are not marginalized, blah, blah. But my point here is, it is across the table.
Yeah.
You cannot be straight and non-married. You
Yeah.
cannot be homosexual and
Yeah.
still promote
Yeah.
and show. Because, okay, the idea of Islam is this. When you want to do a sin, it's up to you and God, but do it behind closed doors.
Yeah.
Because the moment you expose to public, you are injecting any eyeballs that view you. For example, if my kids, I do not want them to see, not even, let's say, gay men. I don't even want to see straight couples being watched by my kids kissing around and showing public display of affection.
Yep.
Because it's basically telling them that, hey, look, it's all right for you to do this.
Yeah, it's implanting a thought and an idea.
Correct.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not about homosexuality. In fact, in
Yeah.
Islam, right, if you do your own sin behind closed door, that's up to you.
Yep.
Yep.
You know, you will be answerable for it. It's
Yep.
not my business.
Yep.
I have my own sins to juggle.
Yep.
You know, and of course, some would, right now, I'm just going to tackle it. They're going to say, hey, you see, who are you to say it's a sin? Look,
Yeah.
our basis, it's not our opinion.
Correct.
Again,
Yeah.
we just follow what the creator says.
The commandments.
You know,
Yeah.
and we understand love is love, but
Yeah.
in Islam, it's pretty much
Yeah.
teaching something
Yeah.
universal, which
Yeah.
is too much of anything is not good. There has to be
Yeah.
limits for everything.
Yes.
You know, so in the Islamic idea, there's a limit to where your love can go. You know, your love cannot go sengit. Your love cannot be premarital.
Yeah.
You know, and if it's solely just love, of course, some of the who are very, very masculine, alpha against LGBT, they would say, come on, it's just about sex. Yeah, you can love another man. Look, like bro, you guys, I love you guys, man.
Aww.
You know, but I don't need to be putting stuff in in your buttholes
Okay, that's just let me, like I said, let me eat my prata and my corn, man.
while I do your butthole.
No. Hey, man. What? Hey, yo.
Oh
What?
no! Oh no!
Yeah, I mean, to add on to what you are saying, this is where it's always something hard to understand.
Yeah.
Yes,
We
it is.
we do have to acknowledge the fact that there are hardcore Muslims,
Yeah.
really hardcore Muslims that like
They cherry pick what they want to say
Yeah.
and what they don't.
Yeah.
And okay, the one thing for me, what I do not like most is some people will use religion in their agenda.
Yeah.
For example, they will cherry pick certain, certain quotes from the Holy Quran and everything, and try to make themselves win and say, "Oh, this is the word of God."
The whole holier than thou attitude.
Yes,
You know, like how can you throw a stone when you're living in a glass house?
Correct.
You have your own different sin
Yeah.
going on.
Yep.
Yep.
You know, one of the things I want to highlight, even to all the hardcore Muslims, remember this. Some people's sin might be because they drink alcohol. Some
Yep.
people might be fornication premaritally. You know, some people might be drug consumers.
Correct.
But the worst sin, it is mentioned, right? It's actually the idea that you're holier than them.
Yep.
Because that's
Yeah.
exactly what Iblis, or in the Christian world, Lucifer, actually had in mind. You know, he thinks, I'm better than Adam. You know?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
we do have to admit the Lucifer series on Netflix is quite good lah. I'm just just
I
trying.
did not watch it. But it's not gonna
Just try that.
Damn it, dude. Okay. Yeah. So right now I just wanna. I mean, we're not at the conclusion of a topic yet. But
Yeah.
I just want to remind you guys something. Okay. As Muslims, we are not allowed to support this agenda.
Yeah.
But we are also not allowed to hate you, beat you for it, do anything
Correct.
bad for it.
Yep.
You know, even we are not allowed to kill you for it.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
But if you do the act in public, it's not only sodomy. Any act in public, for deterrence purposes, the Sharia law is very strict.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
you fornicate in public, even if you're straight, you're gonna get stoned to death.
Yeah.
And I know it might seem barbaric and cruel, but hey, look at Singapore. The death penalty for drugs
Yeah.
kept the drug trafficking on an all-time low compared to many other countries. So basically, that's what Islam wants to do. We do not want you to go so far,
Yeah.
you know, to transgress, you know, against the Creator. But And I can imagine another side of the argument saying, yeah, but that's your belief. I don't believe in your belief.
Exactly. So
Okay.
don't shove it down our throats.
So
that we should
yeah,
believe them,
so it's
right?
like if you do not choose to believe in what I believe in, why should I believe in what you believe in?
And then they will say back the same thing.
Yeah.
So how do we meet in the middle right now?
So what is the middle ground that we're going for here?
I know what.
Yeah.
Okay, the best way, it's everyone just hides their own agenda to themselves. You want to
Yeah.
do your own gay stuff, do it in privacy.
Yeah, like I
I want
said,
to do my own Muslim stuff, I do it in privacy.
Yeah.
just eat your prata at your corner.
Bro, prata unhealthy lah.
Oh lor. I mean,
salad can-
but look at me, bro.
Very unhealthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because eat prata too much. Too much prata, too much tea, sugar all lah. Yeah. So but anyways, my stand when it comes to the whole Qatar thing, I
Yeah.
think people should respect the rules of the land, because even in Islam, right, we are supposed to abide by the rules of the land we're in.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So we have that respect. You don't see Qatar going to America, going to Europe, saying that, hey, this is sin. You know, we're gonna stone you to death. You don't see Qatar doing that.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, so you should respect Qatar's law, whether it's about LGBT, it's about drugs, it's about anything.
Yeah. It's the law.
You know, it is the law. It is
Yeah,
their
it's the
law,
law.
their rules, like you said, their house. You know, so I think the least we can do is stop shaming this shit. Stop trying to shame Qatar for it.
Yeah.
It is, they believe what is best for them. Like, for
Yeah.
example, if you're a parent, right? If I'm a parent, I will bring up my child accordingly to how I feel is good for my child.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, whether it's right or wrong, I will bear the consequences with it. My children, of course, they might have to bear. But the
Yeah.
thing is, if it's good, it's also beneficial for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I do not want anybody else to tell me how I bring up my child.
Yeah.
You know, I have my own intellect to think. I do my own research. I'll do what I think is best.
Yep.
So for Qatar government, they're doing what they think is best for their people.
Yeah.
You know, they do not want to spread this agenda and plant this seed to normalize it.
Correct.
You know, so we have to respect it, man. Isn't that what this whole flag was about? To respect what
Respect.
Yeah.
you know,
and
love, right?
understand,
Love
yeah.
is love.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they love to take care. They love the child. They choose to respect it this way. To take care of it this way.